Crack-a-lackin'.
Alright.
Snap, crackle-em.
It's been
Cursed.
a hot minute.
Oh, it's been cursed. It's been another hot minute.
We filmed, thanks to them, in January. As of when we're recording this, it's still not out. And what day are we recording this on?
March 4th.
It's been a while, so what's going on with you?
Nothing. Like, literally nothing.
What a
Boring.
coincidence, me too!
It's just work.
Yeah. Hiya, folks. Welcome to the show. I am the fresh pile of clothes that you finally decide to take off your chair and organise into their correct drawers. I don't know if I've used that one before.
Probably not, no, but I am the 75% charged human being because of the fresh duvet set that I have on.
And today we are
Lovely
watching
fresh duvet set.
The Owl House.
We're not watching the duvet.
We could.
No.
Let's postpone.
No. I'll bring my duvet out here. Like, look at this.
We're watching The Owl House, Season 3, Episode 2, For the Future. The penultimate episode of The Owl House.
Need some tension music.
I'm gonna have some very sad music underneath.
Oh, yeah.
What are our thoughts going into this? Because when we last left off, rest in peace, Flapjack.
Oh, why'd you say it like that? 1 month ago.
No.
That was a long month.
It was.
It was a long month.
It was it came out the very start of February, so yeah, 1 month ago, yeah.
February is the shortest month of the year, but for me it's been the longest.
The show is likely going to end in April, because that is always when a Disney Channel series ends.
This is a big time of the year for you.
Yeah, it is. It's a very...
People are going to run crying to your channel like, my show ended! And you're going to be like, well, here's what I think about it.
That is DuckTales and Amphibia in a nutshell.
That is how we grow the channel.
It is!
I noticed that outside of our house there's daffodils growing, and they're in a sort of order.
I didn't notice until Vic pointed it out.
I think I noticed about a week before I pointed them out to you, but it was just one day I was like... So either they've sprouted up overnight, or without us noticing, someone's come in and planted them, because they're in very straight lines. They are starting to pop up though, which is worrying, because apparently there's a storm coming.
No.
So I think they'll survive. But...
Dandelion. Must be the last one of the season. We're back in the Boiling Isles. Camilla's here with us.
Oh, in the show.
Yeah. And a lot of things are gonna happen. We're gonna see what's up with King.
Oh.
And Ida and Rain.
I think the last episode I was like, it was exciting and it was fun, but I was like, where's Ida? I felt like I hadn't seen her in a while.
You haven't.
Well, no, I know, but you know.
When did we watch the season 2 finale?
End of January?
No. It was last year.
Oh, last year.
I think it was November.
Might have been December though.
Yeah, November, late November, or somewhere around that time frame.
Cool.
So we haven't seen Ida for a while.
No, but I had that feeling, and I was like, this is odd, because it's not like a TV show kind of feeling. It was more like I haven't seen this person in a while.
Yeah.
I was like, I've never had that with a character before.
And unfortunately, I do know some of the things that happen in this one.
Oh, you don't, why do you always have to say that? You could just pretend.
Well, because I just like reminding, this isn't, I'm not accusing you specifically, but I kind of am. It's because of you.
Oh.
It's because of the internet.
Okay, I have two things about that. That's the number 3. Two things. The first thing is okay, hold on, give people a couple of weeks to get around to seeing it, because it's got to, if it's released, you got to give people time, and don't be like, spoilers, because it's a bit but then if you get past that point and you're like, no spoilers please, you're still in 2023 saying, don't spoil E.T. for me, he goes
spoiler
home.
For E.T. He lives.
He
goes home.
He lives.
Spoiler alert for Back to the Future. They get back to the future.
They get back to the future. The second point is people leaking stuff is big. No, that's big bad. It's big bad, and not just for corporation's sake. It's like the creators of the show worked so hard, and people are there like, oh, I leaked it, and then there's other people like, oh, well, maybe I'm gonna watch it anyway.
Well,
like,
no,
just
that's
because
the
I'm
thing.
curious, and it's
Because
like if you give spoilers after watching a leaked version of the show, you're the worst person in the world.
leaks can actually kill a show.
Well, yeah, I mean, the show was killed already.
No. I'm not talking about, like, there have actually been cases where it's like backgrounds or some just like random art pieces from a season has been leaked, and then like the company have just scrapped the whole show.
The thing is, a lot of people who like leak the stuff will be like, oh, well, big corporation, like, I don't really care about them, and which is like, okay, I see what you're saying, but you're not hurting the big corporation by doing that. You're hurting the people.
You're hurting the artists that make the show.
That made it, that like put all that effort in just for somebody to be like, I'm owned the big corporation with this screenshot I have, and the big corporation's like, can it then? Bye. And then the artist sat there like, where's my paycheck?
Yeah. We still haven't even talked about what our expectations are going into this, because we're going to see what the Collector's been doing to the Boiling Isles.
Collecting things, probably.
No, giving it a nice little a facelift. As in
Boiling
actually
Isles
lifting
facelift.
its face off.
Like...
like in that movie, Face Off.
Oh my god. What about, I feel like it's... like, Homes Under the Hammer, the before and after, but it's not one of those episodes where
I don't think our audience will understand. Extreme Makeover Home Edition.
No. They have to learn. That is a miraculous and evil show, which I would say is evil because it draws you in. As soon as the episode started, you can't stop watching it. Mm-hmm. But then like it's also miraculous because they do like a whole thing of like, here is the house before, and it's like dirty, and there's like some poop in the corner and mold all over the walls, and then like after, where it's like a beautiful little like flat, and they're like, oh, I think this will rent for £30 per calendar month. Like Homes Under the Hammer, so I feel like it's gonna be for this. You know when sometimes they'll do the before and you'll be like, ooh, and then they'll do the after, and it's just like they've just stripped it. They've not done anything because they've not had time, and they just talk to the person who did it, and they're like, well, what happened?
All right, what are we thinking, King?
It's gonna be a disaster. King.
I
don't want to know.
I don't want to know. I don't want to hurt my babies. Hunter's obviously gonna be going through the ringer right now. Yeah. Luce and Amity. What's gonna go on with them?
They're gonna be cute.
Yes.
They're gonna be cute.
They're gonna be cute at the end of the world.
What if we kiss?
That's this show. It's the juxtaposition of like this horrifying apocalypse, which just
and two goofy little teenagers in love. No, I think it's gonna be like the personification of what if we kissed at the end of the world.
And I think
what if we kissed in front of the demolished Boiling Isles.
Willow and Gus, what are they up to?
I don't really know.
No thoughts, head empty. All right.
Yeah, no thoughts, head empty. I think they're just up to the same
basically,
thing.
the whole thing is literally going to be them versus the Collector.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's going to go... Well, it's the Owl House, so it's not going to go the way we expect. It's going to go the way we don't expect it to go, that we expect it to go. Yeah. That logic tracks. So,
let's not inspect that too closely.
Well, the whole thing with the Collector, they're trying to make them sympathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be the thing. And I think it's going to be a case of Luce is going to try and reach out to them. What happens at that point? Because, who knows? Maybe, because I do think that Bellows and the Collector, they're not working together. Something's going to happen. I think we have to deal with both of them separately.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, those are two separate entities.
Yeah.
That are just going to destroy everything in their path to try and destroy each other.
They're just going to destroy different parts of the Boiling Isles. Just to...
It'll be like, you'll see like a crater somewhere, and you'll be like, oh, there was a fight here.
Yeah. Just like, oh, Bellows, Collector. I just realised this episode could have the best scene in the entire show.
Oh.
Camilla meeting Hootie.
Oh god.
That would be the best thing ever.
Oh god.
Also, I'm not going to say anything about the thing That's because I know the thing. You don't know the thing.
Why is it always that I don't know the thing? Can you not know things for the last episode, please?
I wish. I wish.
Well, you gotta block all the tabs.
I
The
do.
what's it
I
called?
do, but they still show
Topics.
them me.
Oh.
And also, there are people that just post images without any captions or tags or spoilers or anything, and then my friends, like them and retweet them, and just stop. So, if you want to see the full uncut reaction to this, as well as that entire domestic conversation me and Vicky
It's like
just
on
had.
Patreon.
yeah, we just had a domestic.
Well, I don't know. It was more like a. I don't know. A domestic's a bit different, isn't it? It's more like yelling.
Yeah.
Like, put the bins out. You smell like cheese.
If you want to see the full uncut reaction to this, as well as all of that, and the only episode after this we'll be doing in the future, you can do so over on my Patreon, along with a bunch of other fun things, like you can request an episode of any animated series for us to react to.
Yeah.
And you'll also, if you go for one of the higher tiers, you'll get some fun extra bits of content with this guy.
Some fun extra pieces
Yeah.
of it.
Playing games, just random clips about us on a night out doing stupid things. You need to send me.
My big toe.
You need to send me the paper airplane video, by the way.
I do, actually.
Here we go. The Owl House, Season 3, Episode 2. For the future. In 3, 2, 1. Oh. Ah.
What are you doing up there? What's happening? I don't know what you are, but stay away from my nephew.
Oh.
No, Lilith! No, 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 no,
Oh. Ah. This is giving me like Super Mario Galaxy vibes.
no! No, 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 no. Oh! Did you see that?
So many emotions going through you right now.
Oh.
Oh, this is like an anime. This
This
is
really
turning
feels
into
like
an anime.
This feels theatrical.
It's like an anime. Oh.
You look fun. Wanna play?
Oh no, that.
Ooh.
We're back here. Look at all those. Oh, look at all those storyboard artists.
Look at all those chickens.
Ellis was here. He's long gone now. Well, he better stay out of our way. This mama's hungry for vengeance.
Ooh!
That is a fight I'd watch.
All those people who didn't like Camilla can
Okay,
are very quiet right now.
Bellows had a head start, so we should keep moving until we find him.
Oh.
Don't worry. I bet we'll all feel better when we punch Bellows right through the face.
Oh,
And
it-
yes, I mean through the face. Wow. You kids were really holding back in the human realm, huh?
I love it. She's like from. Well done. That's so cool.
Actually, the Titan skull is normal. Everything else is wrong.
Oh.
Oh.
No! I love the fact that you've been living on a giant carcass.
Sweet of you, but I haven't changed my mind. After we rescue Ida and King, I'm staying in human realm permanently. It's for the best.
Wait, let's talk first.
Oh, sweetie.
Oh. Oh.
And there he is.
That's also me coming home from work.
Welcome to the Owl House.
Suddenly, there's this big slimy explosion in the distance.
Like tonight, I forgot to chain up my abomination homework.
They had to chain up their homework?
You forget how weird this world is.
Yeah.
Stop following me! Bellows could be anywhere by now, and we're just sitting here!
Ah, yes, grief.
You heard what Gus said. I'm the reliable one.
It's okay to be scared too. It's not good if you try to hold it all in.
Oh,
Fine, really.
Oh,
And I think you'll be fine too.
oh, oh, they're really gonna make this penultimate episode about Willow. Oh, that's a way to shut down the people complaining that she didn't do much in season 2.
people are always complaining, and they
Yeah,
need to
I
stop
know.
it.
Well,
Well, after being handed the staff, I said, I want to be a great witch. Or, I don't know, I want to be an author like Mildred Featherwild. But she wouldn't move until I admitted that I don't know what I'm going to be when I grow up. But I want to choose the path myself. And that was enough. I
Oh.
want to be a... Why did this get so complicated? You just gotta be patient. And this isn't the only reason you're in here, is it?
Oh. Zooey in the glasses.
They were on that shooting star! How are we supposed to follow them? Something's coming. Witches?
Demons?
No, it's... sparkles?
go, 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 go. No, no, my babies, my babies.
Dad? Stop right there, beast! Fear not, citizens of Bonesboro! I'm here to stop this beast's mad rampage! Wycliffe, go!
Oh, no. They've become loose. That's their rolling mix.
Oh.
Oh, hooray. I'm back to normal.
Yes.
It's what she deserves, let's
It's
be
her own
honest.
personal hell.
All I have to do is play either the Owl Lady and I don't get turned into one of those things, right? Then, let's just continue. Ooh, I like musicians.
You're not being very nice right now.
Collector, buddy, you gotta stop doing that. Think about what you're doing to these people. You can trust me, Collector.
Oh.
Is that the little king guy you were telling me about?
Mm-hmm.
Ay, qué lindo.
Wait, no, not yet.
Do you think everyone who was turned into a puppet gets locked in the archives?
If they do, then that's where we have to go.
You'll never make it.
Yeah.
We thought we could handle whatever the Emperor threw at us. But when the draining spell hit... we realized things wouldn't be so simple.
Oh.
The Grizzly team snuck out and tried to hold them back, but...
No. No, why sacrifice yourselves for her?
And somewhere along the way, I went from being Bartholomew to Man-Tholomew.
Oh my god. No.
Oh,
This was the fan
What's
cam.
his face?
This is a statue of Principal Bump, who risked his life for ours. It's so nice to see teachers getting the respect they deserve. I think.
Hey, where have you guys been? Who's talking? Willow! I'm so glad you're back.
What's Ed?
Oh.
There were rocks at the bottom.
Attention! Would Captain Bellmule escort his guest to the
Oh.
chamber? And do it now! Captain who?
Wait, has Bartholomew been your last name this whole time?
Oh my god. No.
Oh, we're about
He's
to see
so
some
goopy.
horrific shit.
He's so goopy. Oh, 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 oh dear.
Oh god, it's the ghosts of all the old golden
Oh
gods.
god. That'd be a weird thing to come across. Imagine you go into a cave and it's all your skull and then ghosts of yourself.
No, it's all his brother.
No, I don't mean him. I mean if Hunter went there.
Oh.
Welcome home, Collector.
Oh god.
Mama Dahlia, we need to feed the owl beast. I told you before, Collector. I could be much more use to you than being a Mama Dahlia. Maybe we can talk about remaking the Boiling Isles.
See, like-
Something bigger and better.
See, some of them are getting exactly what they deserve.
Yeah.
We could play capture the flag. Us versus everyone on the Isles. We could put the losers on the moon.
Wow, that is an idea. But don't you think people would have a tough...
Oh.
Can you at least leave him to watch over me? I don't like being alone.
Oh. I like you, but I hate you, but I like you.
Ah, you're learning. You're learning what characters' dimensions are about.
That way we won't have to fight over food anymore.
President, if I may be so bold. President? This would take valuable resources.
Is that Kiki Moore?
You don't want to be
Allow me to introduce Student Body President Basha and her trusted guards Mickey and Roka.
Welcome
Yeah.
to New Hexide, home to the future of the Isles.
Mickey and Rogue. Oh, for God's sake.
I would know. I kept trying to organize one, but Bump thought I was too obsessed. All right, girl, take a breath. Now we are flourishing.
Tell my story!
What? And that's that. What just happened?
It's been like this ever since Mickey and Roka showed up. We want to fix stuff around here, but anytime we suggest something, Mickey threatens to throw people into the detention pit.
Oh.
What?
Maybe there's another.
So what? I love how Camila is just us all
Yeah.
the way through.
Wait, can you, give me that one?
Oh. Hootie.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, come on, not right now. You gotta stop leaving your room. The collector thinks you're still in beast mode.
I know. I just like visiting Rain.
Aww.
Can you do something about this guy?
Oh.
Is he okay? Can you hear me? Lucifer! Can you hear me?
Sequestered in a darkness like unto death, the dulcet tones of an angel wakes me. Be it you?
If the collector finds out you're lying, we could all turn into puppets for good.
I thought that was in the show.
Yeah, so
It's
did
the
I.
ice cream van outside.
At least Luce and her friends are safe and far, far away from this madness.
About that.
This is where me and Jerbo have been trying to come up with plans to make Hexside more livable.
Keep it in. Keep it in.
No, sweetie.
Remember, Luce, no schemes, no plots, no ruses. And definitely no shenanigans.
I'm gonna assume those are clean.
It's understanding Willow.
Yeah.
And this episode is going to understand Willow a lot more because she's going to go through an arc. Wow.
Looking good, Bellos.
Yes, I think you proved to be quite loved you the most.
And we just want to let you know, we don't care who you're supposed to be, because you're one of us now. Never forget that. Hunter, are you okay?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make things worse.
I've known you were a Grimwalker since the day of Unity. I was waiting for you to bring it up yourself, but I don't know. Maybe if I weren't so afraid, none of us would be hurting right now. Gus, it's okay. You stay here. I'll find Willow.
Oh.
Gus!
If you want my advice from you? You have been nothing but petty and mean to me since I met you. What? You want me to give up? You want me to admit how stressed I am? What advice could you possibly give me? Actually, I was going to advise you to watch your back. You never know when your opponent is going to strike.
Well, you kids have gone through too much. Even when we rescue your families, there's still so much to fix.
At least we'll all be together to figure it out. Right, Luce? Amity, I should tell you something. No, not you.
I love that. Not you.
Exactly my reaction.
Oh.
You're not supposed to move on your own. How did you break your spell?
It was the power of your kindness that brought me to life. So I could tell you
What is it?
you're in danger, Collector.
I'm still catching up. What's the little red kitten trying to do?
She's just copying Bellas's scare people into worship thing because she has no ideas of her own.
Yes.
Basha, come on. This is a bit much, even for you. Don't think you've won just yet.
Kiki Miki! What a hot toss!
Yes. Really
She just
good.
gets better and better.
She does.
Please come back. The others are gone, but we can still be a team. We can rule New Hackside together. It'll be just like the old days, maybe even better. Sorry, we don't have time for this. I can't be who you want me to be, Basha, but we can still save your teammates. Will you let us try?
What happened? I remember smelling sleeping nettles. Yeah, and I think I saw Kikimora, which is definitely a bad sign. It's all... Flapjack. Everyone's on edge. I don't know what to say. I wish you were here.
I've got it all under control.
I don't think it's working.
Emotions, the episode.
Do this. I can do this. I can do this.
Oh, a breakdown.
I don't know if you've noticed, but he's my best friend.
And where is he now?
There's hope to defeat him. Maybe even trap him again.
No, we can't do that.
Hear that?
Because it didn't work.
Uh-oh.
To go back, and I think I know a more permanent solution.
That didn't sound very friendly.
You know, the human is...
No. You're fibbing. You're definitely fibbing. Right?
The Collector is just a little kid. A scary, powerful one, but also sad and alone. Let me talk to him. Immortal being to semi-immortal being. It's worth a try. No more people get hurt, right? Oh, you're growing up too fast for me, kid.
Oh.
You don't want to leave the demon realm, do you?
Of course not.
But you keep messing up? Messing up is a part of living. You don't think I've ever messed up before? Ha! Okay, well, once I scheduled my wisdom tooth surgery the day before my wedding. Oh, then there was that time I got road rage and didn't realize I was cursing out your new principal. And I sold energy drinks for a pyramid scheme for 3 years.
Oh my god.
Then we should move to Gracefield. The Astral Oath is a promise made between Captain Avery and his family to love and protect each other, just as they supernovas and solar winds.
Wow. Are you a secret nerd?
My biggest mistake was trying to protect you by changing this beautiful, good witch into something she wasn't.
Oh!
I don't know why it took me so long to figure out. The only thing I've ever really wanted was to be understood.
Oh my god! Oh! Oh. Oh.
I can't help my friends. Why have I been trying to be someone different? Cautious prey. I'll always just be half a witch willow.
You didn't make anything worse. You didn't do anything wrong. You guys mean the world to me, and I didn't know how to say that yet.
No.
Please don't call yourself that ever again. Willow! Well, people need someone to rely on too.
I miss my dad.
Oh. Sick. Pew pew pew.
You have magic, dude. The magic of friendship?
Flapjack.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. I'm still getting the hang of this.
Loose has a staff.
Why does that make me nervous? Yeah, that's better.
Stop
What?
hitting yourself! Stop
What?
hitting yourself!
What did I miss? I missed a lot.
Stop right there. Mickey,
Yeah.
surprised by this. As for you, Roka, I know there's been nothing but chemistry between us.
Don't think this means I'm finished with you. Whatever. I didn't do this for any of you. I just want to do normal things and look great and play Grudge Me with my teeth.
Pseudo redemption.
Sick, sick.
I can't tell what you're gonna be, but thank you, little friend.
Oh!
You have to obey me.
We made it.
Oh my gosh! I can't believe that actually worked.
You really beamed us up, eh, old Bailey?
Beam us up. Beam us up.
Oh my god. Those two like, oh.
What kind of magical creature will it be? A dragon?
A bird.
Oh, an otter. A spooky bat.
A snake.
You're close.
Oh. Who are you? Oh.
It's everything.
Oh, it's a little. Oh. Every one of them is adorable. A little sneaky. Little sneaky.
String bean, and she's
String bean. Oh.
Mira, qué preciosos mis bebés.
Thanks for what you said back there. You mean a lot to me too.
Oh.
Can't wait to show Ida and King. They'll love her. Although
String
King might
bean.
hate her. King might too.
Wait, where's Albert?
That's a good point, actually. Where is Albert?
What did I tell you? Luz has come to help King get rid of you for good.
I think I want to play a new game.
I think I know where this might be going. I think I know where this might be going.
Well, we'll talk about it after. We've got credits.
These are really pretty.
So,
That was a roller coaster ride of a ride, wasn't it?
it was. Ooh.
I think I know where this is going.
So, all right, let's talk about it. Where do you think this is going?
This is
Where's this going?
So the collector. Well, you never know. The collector is lonely and powerful and scary and like what's the word? And most importantly, a child.
Mm-hmm.
We have a mama. I think Camilla's gonna be the key to this.
That makes so much sense.
Because, like, what does this kid not have? A family. What does this kid need? Well, obviously not somebody to be like, I'll play your game.
Mm-hmm.
Needs somebody to...
Nurturing.
Nurturing.
That's going to be it.
Rather than... And then it's going to take her to convince them that, like, they're not going to get rid of the collector. Just, like, need to calm down a bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the whole thing. It's like, you know... the king was realising it as well. The collector isn't a villain. No. The
collector is a very lonely, very powerful child.
And also, someone who's
been alone for a very long time.
Given this much power, doesn't know how to use it responsibly, and, you know...
Doesn't have any guidance.
We're thinking about, like, the... You know, his kind, like, you know, the others like him.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know what they taught him. We don't know how they acted towards him.
Or if they taught him. Or if they were even there. He might never have even met another collector.
Right. Can I just say, the absolute power move to make this penultimate episode, like, I think the primary focus of this, like, because there was so much going on, but I think the thing that got the most focus, because it was really conclusive, was Willow. It's the characters having to confront all the, like, you know, who they used to be.
Yeah, it's the final part of having to confront
Willow
all of it.
going back to the whole half of which Willow idea again.
Well, exactly, because that's the whole thing. You don't, like, in life, you don't just fully go through and then, like, you just, one day, you have one big speech and then you forget everything else that's happened in the past. You have, like, relapses into things. And I think this was, like, the perfect example of it for multiple characters. It just happened that Willow's was, like, the biggest one.
Yeah.
Like, the most explosive one, because she's the character who holds everything
Well, because it's the amount of callbacks, like, how, like, when she goes into that episode, like, it starts by, like, trying to, like, root her to the ground, because that's how we were introduced to her when she was having one of those outbursts.
Yeah.
But it's this whole idea of Willow has grown so much in terms of just, like, magic use, her confidence, her leadership. It's like, of all the characters, I think she has shown the most, like, drastic change.
Yeah.
Maybe, like, Willow and Amity are, like the two main in that, but and Hunter, but it's like, that's a whole different thing. But in terms of the growth from Willow, but even after all of this, after everything she's done, after how talented she's become with her, you know, her plant magic and everything, she can't recognise how much.
But that's the thing. That goes for everybody.
Yeah, but it's like
it doesn't matter how, like,
it was the having doubts in herself, because it's this whole thing of, you know, everyone's things aren't on her. It's not her responsibility to make everything right and never have any problems and be just like this, you know, the one keeping everything together.
Yeah.
Because if you try and keep everything together, it's going to pull you apart.
Well, exactly. But I think it's another example of, like, somebody who has grown so much and, like, done so much and, like, has become... They've shown how talented they are and how, like, you know, all of these things, but they can't recognise it for themselves still. Or there's, like, a small part of them that wants to, like, hold back from that. That's with a lot of people. That happens with everybody, I think. And I think it's really cool that, like, it kind of goes back to, because, you know, in real life you don't just have, as I said, like, one moment where, like, it's pivotal and now you're a great person and then everything's good. No, that's not how it works, and this is showing that, like,
it's a
journey.
journey.
The other thing I want to say is that, like, I think Camilla is, like, maybe one of my favourite characters. And I knew back then when people were like, oh, we don't like her because, you know, I don't know, but, and then when I was, like, defending her, I think, like, back then I had an inkling that, like, I want to know more about this character. And I think it's really interesting that she's presented as, like, a nurturing, motherly kind of, for everybody. So for Willow especially, and I think when, in the case of Willow, it's, like, it's interesting because she's telling her that, like, it's okay to, like, feel sad sometimes and and be upset about things. You don't have to be the one to hold on to everything. I really like that she's not just a nurturing figure, but you can tell it's a lesson that she's learned for herself,
Well,
and she's revealing some of her weaknesses and the way she's
especially
failed in
the
past
speech
as
to
well.
Luce, because it's how her action of like agreeing to send Luce away to this summer camp that was meant to sand down all those beautiful imperfections, all those lovely quirks about her, and how she recognizes that as one of her mistakes. It recontextualizes the inciting incident of the whole show. And it kind of makes it Camilla's story.
Yeah, I
in
guess
a way.
it does,
like
actually.
The entire show kind of becomes like retroactively
it
this
does.
huge part. It's her now.
Yeah, and I love that because she's an
Especially
incredible
her
character.
throwing the bat at Kikimora.
Yes,
just
I love
like
it.
oh.
She came here with one weapon and it was a bat, and
It's
she's
just
coming
like,
in.
all these magic things are like the
All
most
that
effective thing is
determination.
just like a good old bat.
But that's the thing. Like, I think that's the beauty of the show. I think that she represents a lot of the beauty of this show. Is that every person in the world is not a one-dimensional thing.
Mm-hmm.
No one is one-dimensional. No one is in one thing. No one is an island of just they're a nurturing figure just because. She's like, we can see her entire journey in the way that she talks to other people and how she nurtures them and acknowledges her own mistakes. And I think that like that's important to recognize for every single character. They're not just one thing. They're not just, even if they're a Boscher, they're not just one thing. You're learning. You're learning that people are multidimensional, just in real life as well.
But the whole going back to that Willow scene, the fact it's Hunter and Gus that break it through to her, kind of. It's just, and especially Hunter, where it's just like you mean the world to me, and I didn't know how to say it. Just like I felt that.
Yeah,
because that is how I feel. That is how I feel about my friends, and just how. It's so weird because like the more and more I'm seeing these characters grow, the more and more I see them growing into people I know.
Yeah, because this show is written with the idea that like of how to write a character.
Yeah, it's like
the people who wrote this know how to write a believable, strong character.
Even ones that barely have much screen time.
Exactly. It's another one. It's another one of those shows that like it has the nuance of character writing that I really, really appreciate, but also is just needed in something to be incredible. The backstory, the world building, everything else could be like not as great, but as long as you have amazing characters that are multi-dimensional and have growth and have arcs and have backstories and change, and not necessarily just have a redemption, but like change through the course of the story, you have a good story.
Yeah. And as something I don't really think, because it's kind of set in stone with this, because I remember I was so like worried about Luce, King and Ida being separated, and like how long, like, because they still are, and how long until that final episode are we gonna have to wait until we get the big reunion?
Yeah.
But I'm kind of just like, it's needed. Like, we needed to split them up to have these nice final moments with Luce and all her friends.
It makes it even more powerful.
Yeah, because it's not, in that sense, they're gonna do things in the finale because this show doesn't forget. No one gets left behind in this show.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna get some kind of like conclusion.
Yeah.
But this really does feel like, all right, like that episode and this one is. We are going to put so much time into the secondary characters. We're going to make them main characters for this finale, and we're just going to go in as if they were the main characters the entire time.
Yeah, it's like, make it a good one.
It's like, like giving little moments like Amity reuniting with Emmerich and Irma, that's it. Emera, that's it. Emera.
Yeah.
I forgot the names. And then just everything in that episode. Should we talk?
I think that having a mum there contextualizes Luce a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how she was a loose cannon.
Yeah.
She's a lot less of a loose cannon because there's the person who knows her like the longest, and I guess the best as well, because she thinks like she feels like she isn't understood, but her mum definitely does understand her.
Well, that's the whole thing.
Her mum has always understood her. She's just not been able, like,
That's
in
the whole thing.
adult
It's like
world, she's not been able to
It's
kind of
like because going back,
put those things together.
going back to Hunting Palisman, like, you know, there was the whole thing with Luce didn't understand what she wanted out of life, and you know, it was this whole thing. But now it's like it wasn't. You know, she didn't need to figure out her destiny. She didn't need to figure out what her future holded. She just needed to have this moment and just like, I just want people to see me for me.
Yeah.
I don't want people, you know, like, you know, I don't want all these expectations on me anymore. I don't want to be the chosen one. I don't want to be like, you know, this literary figure, you know.
Yeah.
Even though she's literally dressed as Azora, she is coming into her own more than...
It's more drawing inspiration from something.
Yeah.
Which I think a lot of us do. Like, we all curate who we are as people via the inspirations that we have in our everyday life.
Mm-hmm.
That might be the most. That might be the one of them. That's wow. Did that just come from me? No, but I think that's important. And I think that like a lot of this is really contextualized with putting the characters, especially from the Boiling Isles, into the human realm. It contextualizes them as characters, so they're not in their usual context. It shows exactly who they are. You know, you put someone out of place from somewhere, or you put somebody with someone that like adds another facet to them, and you explore their character development, their change, and all that stuff, and who they are as a person. So yeah, it's quite cool. Cool. I'm enjoying it. Okay. The one moment I can't wait for is for Camilla to meet Ida.
Yes, I think we're all on that.
I'm ready for that. I can't like.
The thing is, the episode was such a good. It's like, you know, we're gonna have this nice little heartwarming moment, but there's going to be like a tinge of tragedy to it, followed by absolute devastation. So like when King, like after that opening, when King finds Hooty.
Yeah.
And then brings him to Lilith, and it's like,
oh, yeah.
And it's another thing about Lilith and how much she has changed.
Yeah.
I love them all so much.
But that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, even if it wasn't these characters, if it's this level of writing, you'd still love them.
Also, the thing though, the tears.
Yeah.
Lilith cried, and when it dropped onto, it didn't like bring him back, but it you heard him.
Reignited something.
Yeah. And
yeah,
I really think it is gonna be the power of love. I really think.
Tee power of love, the power of friendship.
I don't know.
I think that's why Hunter has like the red marks all over him. That's Flapjack, right? Flapjack.
It's Flapjack, and it's like you know.
It's
Healing the scars left by Bellows.
Yeah, that's Flapjack going. That's what I saw it a minute after. I was like, oh, Flapjack. I see. That's really cool.
The thing is, it was also just a continuity and callback overload. Like when they go in the photo room and you see all the little, you know.
Yeah.
And when they're pulling out all like the memories from Luce, and you see like, you know, oh, it's the one from Grom. It's the one from.
Yeah. I hope those are clean.
Yeah. But also, it is the fact that Camilla's come to this point now.
Yeah.
Where she doesn't want Luce to be miserable, even if that means
exactly.
You know, so it's like she recognizes this is where she flourishes. This is where she's happiest. This is where she fits in and is surrounded by people who love her and doesn't have to just rely on her for that.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's like, I don't know whether it's going to be a letting go thing, because I don't think it will be in this show. I don't think it'll be like, I have to let my daughter go so she can live in the demon realm. I think it will be persuading her to find a way to be between like both. This is what I'm saying when I say that I think Camilla's like the key to the like not defeating or like dealing with the Collector. I don't know how that's going to play out. I just can see the connection.
Yeah.
And the fact that she's mothering to everybody. Like she's nurturing to all these people, and like she's, you know, she has a really good judge of character. And the like, what else are you going to do with that? Very nurturing and caring figure who's gone through so much, but it's like, it's made her kind and it's made her like that kind of adult that like looks after people in her life, and a very lonely, very powerful child who could destroy the universe, but at the end of the day is just lonely. Like,
And even
obviously,
King recognizes that.
Yeah, King recognizes that, but hasn't got the tools.
He hasn't got the tools, and also now that the collectors...
He hasn't got the tools to deal with it in the same way that Camille would.
Now that they've seen that, though, the collector has seen that.
Yeah.
It is like, King's not gonna. Camila will pretty much be the only one.
Basically.
Because, like, I don't think at this point he's going to accept any more, like, friends.
Yeah, probably not, no.
It's
gonna get crazier.
Oh, God. Just, like... Well, the collector is just a whole, like, heap of abandonment issues. And that's why it's so difficult for me. Because I relate, but also... No, stop!
No, it's incredible writing.
It's incredible.
It's like they went, oh, we're getting cancelled. All right then, better make it a good one. And then they put the whole energy into it.
I knew. I saw.
No, I looked into your eyes and gave
Just
you
like,
the word. I went, you know what word I'm saying, but they
and
put
then,
everything.
Then I
into
just
this.
went no.
No, I wasn't gonna say it. That's why I telepathically said it.
Okay.
I put the whole energy into it.
Are we gonna talk about Ida?
I don't know what to say. I'm glad to see her again.
The haircut.
She got a haircut and an arm cut.
Oh, yeah. Oh god, that moment where it's like Rain King 2 after like the Day of Unity and everything. Like they start coming back and then they just glance at Ida's arm.
Oh.
That opening though, where it's like just all. It was just the music. It was all like just no dialogue, and you just felt all the emotion and everything. It was like Ida, she like flies up and races towards King, and then the curse takes over.
Yeah.
Oh.
I want to know how much the whole collector thing was inspired by Super Mario Galaxy, because it really reminded me of it in several instances. At first it did, and then it carried on doing that.
Is
and
it
I
the
was
raining
like,
stars?
It was that, but there was a few other things, like the little when they go to bed on the little planet. I was like, that's exactly the same as that game.
Honestly, the most stunning episode of the entire show.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
all
I
the
would
like
say
the new environments, the backgrounds, the colours. Oh, it's so good.
The fact that it like transforms
Even
from like Bonesborough to the.
It's like it's
Very
a new
colourful
perspective on all these old locations as well.
Yeah, it's incredible.
It's like going back to like Hexside and seeing like it's all there, but it's under like this pile of like issues.
I also love that everyone in the school is terrified of the kindergartners because toddlers, right? That's just how they are.
Like, let's just
of course,
can we just acknowledge their tribute to Bump?
Yes.
It's what he deserves.
Like, respecting their teachers, I think.
Yeah. Oh, in this episode,
I think that was very respectful to
people
their
get
teacher.
what they deserve in this episode.
He got a
Odalia.
statue. Imagine when he sees that, he's gonna be like, okay. But like, I feel like that is the best way that they can respect him. Right?
Odalia is like, I thought with Clouds on the Horizon that was gonna be it for her because that's like her getting disowned by the entire family, and then she shows up here and it's just like, oh, okay, you're still here.
Useful. Well, no, of course she's still here because she's that sort of character that just.
I know, but it's like thing is, I love.
Yes, multi-dimensional, but
I
very much.
I hated, but I also loved the subversion it did, where you think Bellis is gonna take over her, and then he goes for Rain.
Because of course he's gonna go for Rain. That makes more sense, but I also love that she's like, oh, this is the thing I do all the time. I just, whoever's the most powerful, I will lick your boots. And then I'll have some sort of power complex surrounding that. Haha, that's how this usually works. And then it's like, no, sorry, not this time. Not this time. Bellos has other plans.
In a Kikimora.
God, just will not. Like, again, the same kind of thing. They're both very similar.
Digging in her heels, absolutely.
Like,
thing is, it's like, there was no hiding it, and then she starts laughing, and then Lucy's just like, oh, please, no.
Yeah.
It's just like
she's just
all
annoying.
of us, just stop. Stop.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish this episode ended with her getting, like, trapped in the detention pit.
Well, realistically, that's not how it happens. There's always bootlickers around, and it's always those kind of people who will like go for
But it's just like,
whoever they think is the most powerful.
I'm sorry.
and they cling to them in order to get their own powers.
Yeah,
The-
but it's like
her
you
and
want
Odalia are the
to
same.
see them get their comeuppance.
Yeah, but like you always want to see them get their comeuppance. It doesn't always happen, does it? Look at the government.
The music was great.
Of course, as usual.
Your music was
As per
fantastic. Brad Breek, you're doing God's work.
Yeah.
So that is it.
That's an hour and a half. More than an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's almost an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
That is it. So there is only one episode left.
Yeah, and it's going to be a good one. I know that.
Thing is, like that was about like 47 minutes, somewhere around there.
Maybe 47, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere around that point. I think that's a bit longer than Thanks to Them was.
Yeah.
And that's giving me a bit of hope.
Maybe the next one.
Because when Amphibia last year, it's almost been a year since Amphibia ended, oh my god. When Amphibia ended last year, it was over 3 episodes. The first was just the second half of just a regular 20-minute episode that like kickstarts the finale.
Yeah.
Then it was a 40-minute special, followed by a 30-minute special.
Yeah.
So but basically we thought it was only going to be like 2 20-minute episodes. So the finale ended up being like movie length practically.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of hoping, like, if they just come out and say, yeah, this last episode is like a full hour, by the way.
I think like it's probably going to be quite long, and there's going to be like the end point. But I think there's going to be a at the end. I think there's going to be a here we are, you and I, on the last page.
Yeah, no, that's
epilogue kind of thing.
That's what Disney shows tend to do. Because honestly, I was kind of expecting like the conflict to sort of end here.
No, that's
and
not
then
going to happen.
no,
That's
but-
not going to happen.
I know, but it's like, because how a lot of Disney shows have worked is like the penultimate episode is like the big final battle, and then the actual final episode is just the saying goodbye.
I think it's probably going to be both.
I feel like it's going to be like half and half.
Probably not half and half. No, I think it'll be quite a long episode, and there'll be the big finale, and then there'll be like the 20 minutes at the end.
That's what I mean, though. If we're talking like if it's going to be 50 minutes, half an hour as the big like ending battle or like whatever they do with it, and then like 15 to 20 minutes just like that is done. What now? Where do we go from here?
Yeah. I think that's probably likely. Well.
Ah. Oh my god. That's kind of that's all there is to it.
I think that was all to it. That was a sentence.
Tell us down below what you thought of this episode, even though it's a month old. Is there anything else?
I don't think there is anything else really, apart from see you later.
What about hoot hoot?
No, we have to get the other one to do that.
No, I just remember you go.
Where is he?
It's just a nice callback to like one of the earliest videos. Legs. Okay. Oh wait! Oh no! Wait, rain.
Yes, very good. Right.
Yeah, no.
Right.
But it's like that's the main thing. Just little cute moments. Very, very, very cute. Just like Ida just saying, it's just like, King saying, "Don't sneak out your cell." The collector is just like, "Oh, I know, but I like visiting rain." It's just
Oh.
and then it's like, something's got to happen.
Yeah.
They've got to find a way to snap them out of it. And like we've seen with Hootie,
There will be a way.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of
Because it's like, I want them, like, and I'm not just talking about Rain here, I'm talking about, like, all these characters to be involved in, like, the big ending. Like, I don't want it to be, like, their, not bystanders, but, like, the collateral, the thing we have to save. I want them to be active participants in it. I don't want it to be, we defeat the collector, then everyone goes back to normal. I want it to be, we find a way to save everyone, and then they all go.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
That's basically it. So
Coming soon.
I'm gonna have to start getting to work on the big retrospective soon. There is so much I've got to say about this show.
Yeah, of course.
I'm probably gonna like rewatch all these videos and like just make notes about what we say
Yeah.
about these episodes, so
That's a
that
good
then I
idea.
can like compile them into like, you know. I'm gonna have you on for a bit
moments.
to talk about things.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'll have to write something about it.
And that's the end. Well, no, it's not the end.
Not the
That's
end.
almost the end.
Almost the end.
Um.
Now you're going to do your outro, right? Is that the one,
Oh,
the
no.
end of part, or what else? do you mean?
There's not really an outro anymore. We just kind of
We
finish.
just sort of fade into
we
the
just,
background.
We just yeah.
diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-doo.
No, hold on. All right, here we go. All right. You ready?
For what?
We're gonna peace out. Ready?
Okay. What do you mean?
You know that meme?
What mean?
The meme with the guy and
Which
he just
one? Oh.
yeah. Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.